13th selection in the first round of the 2009 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Grant Green, a shortstop from the University of Southern California, Los Angeles, California. The 10th selection in the first round of the 2010 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Michael Choice, a center fielder from the University of Texas, Arlington, Texas. The Toronto Blue Jays have the next pick, and they are now on the clock.
There you see the reaction of Michael Choice with his family. What a player. The all-time leader in average and home runs at UT Arlington. He had 398 with 34 home runs. That was just through mid-May, those numbers. But the all-time leader, this kid could swing the bat.
Well, everybody's talking about all these other hitters in college baseball. This young man can hit. And he hit for the USA team. He's hit every level he's ever played at. And at high-level competition, he's got a good swing, stays inside the baseball. He can pull it. He does a lot of things nice, John.
Great makeup as well, and I think the real question is going to be, is he going to stay in center field? I think most people feel he'll move to a corner, but this guy's got a good tool package. He can run. And again, when you look at it, Hunter Pence came out of UT Arlington, you know, and now you're saying, hey, he's pretty good. Let's go get Michael Choice.
Not previously drafted. Note that at the bottom. Yeah. How do you go from not drafted to a #1
Well,
pick?
Chase Utley was undrafted out of high school, too, and he's going to the Hall of Fame. But this is a tough choice. They had Michael Choice, they had Justin O'Connor, the high school catcher from Indiana. They were the two guys they wanted most. They were both there at 10.
Well, let's welcome in Michael Choice. You saw him celebrating with his family. Michael joins us now live. That's a pretty good question. I'll start there. First off, congratulations about being selected, but how in the world were you not previously drafted out of high school?
I'm not too sure. I went to a new high school that had just opened when I was a sophomore, so I mean, I guess that was just kind of fate.
Hey, Michael, fight back the tears now. It's okay, man. You can laugh. I'm looking at you. Hey, it's Harold Reynolds here. I'm just messing with you, but you're not laughing with me, so I got to go ahead and play with you now. Hey, talk to us a little bit about previously coming into this draft. You know, did you have any idea you might end up at this selection?
I had no idea, honestly. I was just hoping that, you know, someone took me. I mean, that was the main thing. I mean, it's always about opportunity.
With the 18th selection of the 2011 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Sonny Gray, a right-handed pitcher from Vanderbilt University, Nashville, Tennessee. The Boston Red Sox have the next pick, and they are now on the clock.
Once again, another college pitcher from Vanderbilt, Sonny Gray, a right-hander, only 5'11", 180 pounds. Some scouts think he might be in the bullpen. John, what do you think?
I think that's the big question. And again, if Sonny Gray was 6'3", he might have gone off in the first 3 or 4. There is not a bigger bulldog out on the mound. He's got plus stuff, 95, easy gas. He's got a good hard breaking ball, nice changeup, ultra competitive. Has done a tremendous job there in the Southeastern Conference. Look, I think there's some people that feel that the delivery might be a little bit rough. They're going to give him a chance to start, but I think he could be a real quick comer out of the bullpen.
Could be, but he's the same size as Tim Hudson, who was a fairly successful pitcher.
Yeah, he was 11-3 with a 2.01 ERA this year for Vanderbilt. Let's get to know Sonny Gray. He is in our spotlight.
Sonny Gray, Vanderbilt University, right-handed pitcher. I really enjoy David Price, being a hometown guy. He's from my same area. I was in a high school musical, the high school musical in high school. I'm not a good singer, but I'm actually a really bad singer. We're soaring, fly. That's all I got. Really what I want to do with my life is not make it to the major leagues and be the best player or be the best pitcher. You know, just make it to the major leagues and have a bigger impact on kids and hopefully be a positive influence.
Sonny Gray with a big personality, and he'll be carrying that to the Oakland A's as Sonny Gray out of Vanderbilt was taken 18th overall here in the first round.
With the 11th selection of the 2012 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Addison Russell, a shortstop from Pace High School, Pace, Florida. The New York Mets have the next pick, and they are now on the clock.
This is the first time the A's have taken a high school player in the first round since 2001 when they took Jeremy Bonderman. Addison Russell, a shortstop, serious power. Many scouts thought he moved to third base at some point. That is until Addison lost 20 pounds over the summer to silence his critics. Addison has the hands to stick it short, but if he gets bigger with age, his power continues to develop. A switch to the hot corner isn't out of the question. At the moment, right-handed bat, committed to Auburn University after hitting over 500 in each of his sophomore, junior seasons. This year, his average slipped down to 358. You see the comp, Johnny Peralta, Addison Russell to the A's.
I like the pick. You know, this is a very athletic youngster. And he can, I think, still play in the middle of the diamond. There's no doubt about it. And I'm not even thinking third as much as maybe second. And we talked about that before when we got a chance to watch him on video. But I think this is the shocker is they took a high school player. I'm stunned that the A's took a youngster, so they must think an awful lot about him to take him at this pick.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a big surprise. And not only that, he's a Scott Boras advised guy, and the A's usually don't go down that road. I believe the young man wants to go out and play and sign and get his pro career started. Clearly, they did their homework.
With the 24th selection of the 2013 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Billy McKinney, a center fielder from Plano West Senior High School, Plano, Texas.
So Billy McKinney, drafted by the Oakland A's. McKinney, a left-handed bat, a guy that hit 372 in 2013, 36 walks, just 6 strikeouts. He's a contact guy for the first time in the Billy Beane era. He drafts high school players back-to-back years in the first round.
Well, he's a great, solid pick. I like what they did last year. Look, if we're talking about Moneyball and all these different things that come along with that, it makes sense to pick a high school guy, develop him, and have him basically for 10 years.
Well, let's meet Billy McKinney, a guy who some think has the prettiest left-handed swing in the entire draft class.
I'm Billy McKinney. I'm from Plano, Texas. I'm an outfielder and first baseman. Influential person in my life, there's two. My parents, my dad, who pushes me in baseball, and my mom, who always gives me that positive feedback, even though sometimes I'm not looking to hear it. Definitely try to work out and get better every day to be the best that I can hopefully be. In the off season, I like to go golfing with my friends. No, I'm not too good, but I always end up slicing everywhere.
He's got a chance to stay in center field, Greg, and again, when you look at the swing stands out. I mean, this kid is going to hit. I've used some Mark Kotsay comparisons. I really like the way this guy plays. He's got gamer makeup. And again, the power's on the rise. The power is the one thing that you may or may not project, but pretty swing, a lot of doubles, good player.
Billy McKinney standing by with Sam Ryan.
Yeah, Greg, and Billy McKinney, we've read that you were a Rangers fan, that you grew up a Rangers fan, but you said, no, I'm an A's fan. Well, now you certainly are an A's fan. The feeling of this being drafted in the AL West, very close to home, too.
Yeah, you know, I'm just lucky to have this chance, and low-key, I've been an Athletics fan my whole life, so great organization. I'm excited to have the chance to play for them.
It's not low-key anymore for you now, with a smile on your face. When you look at the A's and just the young team, the young, exciting team that they have, what excites you the most about the potential of playing for them?
Just going out there and playing. I'm really excited, no doubt. Hopefully I'll be able to get up to the big leagues as fast as I can, and I'm going to work my hardest.
To go from high school to first-round draft pick, how do you sum that up?
It's just a blessing from God. Just thanking him the whole way. All the glory goes to him. And that's all I have to really say about that. Hard work, too.
The 25th selection of the 2000 first-year player draft, the Oakland Athletics select Matt Chapman, a third baseman from Cal State Fullerton, California. The Boston Red Sox have the next pick, and they are now on the clock.
Another guy outside of MLB.com's top 50, Matt Chapman, said that two of the players he admires most
are Dustin Pedroia and Miguel Cabrera. So it shouldn't come to a surprise that scouts say they love his blue-collar approach, ability to hit the ball to all fields. He's yet to tap into his above-average power, but he's still a very good hitter when driving the ball to the gaps. Now, while he hasn't pitched for Fullerton, they say that he could throw up to 98 miles an hour with his fastball, and he's done that a couple of times out of the bullpen, but he's never been a full-fledged reliever or starter, so if playing third base doesn't work out, maybe Matt Chapman could be a pitcher.
With the 20th selection of the 2015 MLB Draft, the Oakland Athletics select Richie Martin, a shortstop from the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida. The sixth selection of the 2016 MLB Draft, the Oakland Athletics select A.J. Puck, a left-handed pitcher from the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida. The Miami Marlins have the next selection.
Well, he's the top college lefty. It's off the board, and you can see why. Puck touches 99 with a wipeout slider, developing changeup, stands in at 6'7", 230 pounds. Could get stronger as he fills out. He pitched on Saturdays, not a Friday night guy. That was Logan Shore. Made 15 starts with a 2-3 record, 3.21 ERA, a whopping 95 punch-outs in just 70 innings of work. A.J. Puck to the A's, Hall of Famer Pedro Martinez. What do you think of this guy?
A.J. Puck, a lefty out of Florida that I love everything about. I think his 94 to 96 mile an hour fastball are a plus for his age, for his body. It's a body that's reaching maturity. Yeah, it's still kind of raw, but a very bright future for this kid. This kid has no ceiling, and coming from the left side, expect great things out of this kid.
Let me give you my player evaluation. You know, I believe this guy's got a 7 fastball and a 7 slider. He gets great extension out front on his fastball, tremendous carry through the zone. I do think he's going to need a changeup. I think his command and control. He walks some guys in college now, but you know, this is a legitimate big-time arm. I think it's a fresh arm. You know, this is a kid that's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Certainly he's gone to the University of Florida, but I think there's more ceiling. Though it's a college player, I think there's more ceiling in this player.
Yeah, he went to college to hit and ends up pitching. You know, he was a two-way player, so I'm with you, Dan. Save a lot of bullets that way.
Yeah, listen, 2 days ago, the Oakland A's didn't think they had any chance of getting A.J. Puck. There was no way that they thought he was getting to them. So they're probably doing cartwheels in that draft room now, because this is a guy who, if everything is going right, is a top of the draft, future top of the rotation kind of guy. Now, whether he does that consistently, we have to see. He only averaged about 4 2/3 innings per start because of those command issues. But if they can get him straightened out, the fastball, slider, the changeup comes, we're talking frontline starter, a guy that they didn't think they'd even have a chance to take at this point.
The sixth selection of the 2017 MLB Draft, the Oakland Athletics select Austin Beck, an outfielder from North Davidson High School in Lexington, North Carolina. The Arizona Diamondbacks have the next selection.
Well, Austin Beck's high school career can be divided up by an ACL surgery after his junior season. Before the injury, scouts liked his game, but after the surgery, he was a different hitter. Filled out, made a few swing adjustments, really began putting on a show with his bat. Didn't miss a crucial summer and then fall of showcase events, but that clearly didn't cost him. Based on tonight's news, he's been drafted 6th overall.
The 9th selection of the 2018 MLB Draft, the Oakland Athletics select Kyler Murray, an outfielder from the University of Oklahoma in Norman, Oklahoma.